Hey guys, I'm Mr. Bo and welcome back to another Destiny video. Now in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the gameplay footage which Bungie showed off in their live stream earlier today, and we got quite a load of new information. We got to see all the new vendors that are going to be in the Reef. We also got to see how we're going to be able to upgrade our old legendary and exotic armor and weapons, as well as a load of new armor that's going to be available in the tower. Now in this video I'm just going to be focusing on the Reef and going through all the vendors. We'll leave the tower stuff for another video. So the first thing we got to see in the Reef was a sort of old familiar vendor, and I actually called this yesterday in my reveal trailer. This is Petra. She's got a new design to her, like I said yesterday. Now she is going to be the kind of Eris Morn of this expansion. She's going to be giving you all the story and quests, and she's going to have a load of new bounties for you to do, as well as a ranking system which will allow you to unlock emblems, shaders, and a really cool ship. Now you can see the two emblems here we've already had before in the Queen's Wrath, as well as the two shaders there, but when you reach rank 3 you unlock two brand new shaders, and then the brand new ship which is called the Ceres Galliot. Hopefully I'm saying that right, and it looks like one of the Queen's Mercenary ships, which is really cool, and I can't wait to unlock that and put it on. Now one thing you'll notice that she doesn't have any weapons like she used to. Now in order to get the Queen's Wrath weapons, you're actually going to need to unlock them via drops in the Prison of Elders, which is the brand new activity replacing the raid, and we'll get more information about what exactly that is in a few weeks. But we also do get to see the brand new vendor who is going to be giving us the Prison of Elders rewards. Now he is called Vacas, and he is from the House of Judgment. Now as you can see from what he is selling, he's selling a armor piece, a weapon, and then he is selling a package. Now what it says here is attain for a chance to acquire Prison of Elders rewards, weapon and armor core 1 of 1. So perhaps you're going to need to unlock these cores via playing through the Prison of Elders, and then you can unlock this package, which will then give you an awesome weapon or some awesome armor. Now his rewards do rotate weekly, and Bungie has said that it is predetermined, kind of like the Iron Banner, so you can kind of work out what he's going to be selling each week. So perhaps one week you know he's going to be selling the gauntlets, and then the week after perhaps you're going to know he's selling the helmet. And you'll also notice he's selling some new class items, one for the House of Wolves, one for the House of Winter, and one for the House of Devils, as well as ships. He has 4 ships, one for each of those, and I assume the last one at the end is for the House of Judgment. And then he is selling some new shaders which will go along with each of those houses. And one thing I noticed throughout this whole Reef tour is there are a load of new shaders to get, and I can't wait to customize my Guardian, make him look even more cooler than he is at the moment. We then also get to see one of the weapons we're going to be able to actually buy from him, which is called the Wolf Slayer's Claw, and it has a really awesome look to it, something that we haven't seen with weapons before. And then we get to see some Warlock gauntlets which don't look too great, but hopefully there are some cooler looking gauntlets and armor in this expansion. Moving on to the next vendor, which is one I'm sure you're all excited about, and this is Brother Vance, and he is the Trials of Osiris disciple, or basically the vendor. And you'll notice here he has 4 packages. He has rare ones and then he has legendary, and we get a glimpse of one of the rare packages, and it's called a Stone Tier Trials reward. Trials participants earn the right to Stone Tier prizes, and it says you need to have 2 wins on a single Trials passage. So the more wins you get in a row where you're on a Trials passage, which is that eye you can see at the bottom here, which is what you'll need to actually play in the Trials, the more wins you get using one of those, the higher reward you get. 2 wins you get a Stone Tier, perhaps 3 wins you get the next tier, 4 wins you get a legendary, and then 5 wins you get the sort of max legendary one, which you can see there. Not only that, he is selling some supplies, and these supplies are pretty interesting. So to begin with, we have Favor of Osiris. You will start the Trials with a win already awarded. Then we have Mercy, and your first loss in the Trials will be forgiven. And then we have Boon. Winning your first Trials match will count as 2. And as you can see here, to acquire these you will actually need passages. The last one here, the Boon, will cost you 3 of 3 passages. Of course, we'll learn a lot more about the Trials of Osiris next week with the live stream, and I'll be sure to break it down and cover it all for you guys. We've already had a quick glimpse at some of the armor in a Bungie weekly update last week, so I'm excited to see what other rewards we're going to be able to get from the Trials and learn a little bit more about what it's actually going to entail us to do and how we're actually going to be able to unlock these rewards. So moving on to the last few things here, and these are pretty much things you'll be familiar with. We have a brand new bounty tracker in the Reef. This time his name is Berg, and he will have exactly the same bounties as Xander does on the tower. So that means you don't have to go to a certain place to get your bounties. You can just do everything in the reef and not have to worry about going back to the tower if you don't need to. But of course there is still things to do in the tower, as I will talk about in my next video. We then have a vault space next to him, a little bit of a smaller vault space to what we have in the tower, but it is exactly the same vault as the one you have in the tower, so you won't have 2 vault spaces, you'll just have 1. We then get a really quick glimpse at our brand new Cryptarch. Yes, there is a brand new Cryptarch on the reef. It's not Master Rahul, it is Master Ives. He is a bald dude without a hood this time. Maybe he is going to be a little bit more generous than Master Rahul. Perhaps he'll give us some good items for the engrams that we give him. We're just going to have to wait and see. Fingers crossed he is nicer than Master Rahul. If he's not nicer than Master Rahul, then well, that's just something we're going to have to deal with. But that is pretty much everything we got to see with the brand new Reef social space. It is amazing. I can't wait to actually play this myself. The cool thing is the Reef social space will be available to everyone no matter what. If you don't buy the House of Wolves expansion, you're still going to be able to come here and buy some stuff and rank up certain people, which is really cool. Of course, my next video will go over everything new in the tower and how you'll be able to upgrade your old stuff, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be doing a full proper tour myself once we have our hands on the expansion, so make sure you stay lookout for that. There's going to be a ton of content when the House of Wolves does drop, and of course leading up I'm going to be doing a breakdown of every live stream we do get, and any information that seeps through in between those live streams I'll be covering on the channel as well. If you guys missed my previous video in which I actually broke down the trailer for this, which you probably don't want to see now, but if you do, then you can click the link on screen, or maybe you want to go check out my Destiny playlist. There's over 200 videos, there's a lot of videos there, so if you guys want to go check that out, you can click the link on screen or in the description below. Feel free to give the like button a big old hug if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Destiny House of Wolves content and coverage. I'm Mr. Bo, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.